Hey stars, what's up Facebookers, YouTubers, Tweetsters, and Keeksters? This is me, your boy favorite Jarell,
And we're,
and we are here to do a review on Brandy's concert in Nashville. Um, Let me just start off by saying, like, it still has not registered to me that I just met Brandy yesterday. Like, it's still not real to me, and I also want to make it known that this is not a video just to be like, oh, let's act over the top for Brandy. Like, this is pure like happiness and pure joy. Like, I never thought in a million years that yesterday would have happened. Like, this right here, this autographed picture, just the whole entire experience was crazy. And this is not going to be a long review. We're going to try to get through it as much as we can because we actually just recorded a 34-minute video and then it didn't take. So we actually got to do this all over again. So now I understand what Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and all them have to do on The View when stuff don't work out right.
but what God has for us is for us, because y'all still gonna get this video.
If you're going to get this video, you better put your hands up and receive it. We're going to go to the club with Brittany.
Anyway, we're not gonna play out too hard. So let me just start by saying that the opening act, I can't necessarily remember her entire name, but I believe that the first name was Kaya. She won the she won the contest to perform as the opening act for Brandy. She shut it down. Beautiful voice. Very young, very talented woman. She sang a number by Jill Scott. She sang a number by Beyonce. She did a few of her own original songs. Mm-hmm. Her team was all the way live. They showed her mad love. People that had never even seen or heard of her, we was all the way in there showing her mad love. It was amazing.
Shout out to her Team Dre locks. You know, her locks was very nice.
Beautiful. After that, we had like a little intermission. You know, everybody was waiting, ready for Brandy to come out. Man, the lights went off. You see in the background, Brandy 211.
Crazy.
So I'm just sitting there and I'm chilling. And the next thing you know, the lights come up and boom,
she's just right there.
I literally said, oh my God, like 30 times because I was just standing there. Like, I didn't make it to the front of the stage. Them kids was like out of control, but like I was literally standing there like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, this woman is really in the same place as me, about to like mesmerize, tantalize, pulverize my brain cells. Exactly. Like, it was crazy.
And see, with him, his issue was he was still back there saying, oh my God. But I had just drunk a rum and coke that I had paid $13 for. And I left her a $2 tip. And shout out to Fable Kwan because me and Fable Kwan was on that front row and we was straight lit. But when Brandy walked out on the stage, he went his way and I went mine. Like, and we was just at the front of the stage.
I see you want to get there.
When I honestly say we was shoulder to shoulder, but it wasn't no disrespect, it wasn't no hate, it was out of all love. We didn't mind being hot and sweaty on each other. I know I had my armpit on somebody, but they wasn't mad because I had some fresh degree up under their arm because I believe in coming prepared and being ready. But all I have to say is, like, Brandy, she delivered on stage.
She put it down. And anybody who wasn't already, they fell in love.
Oh yeah, like Brandy literally, like, she put it down. Her vocals were on point. Makeup was on point.
Amazing.
Wardrobe was on point. Vocals, her engagement ring was on point. Like, it was like extra big.
And she always gets on stage and says that she's not a dancer. But let me tell y'all, if you've never had the opportunity to be up close and personal with it, she cut a rug.
Brandy can cut a nice little step. Shout out to her dancers, Ashley and I. When I tell y'all, Ashley was on, like, I got at least 43% of my batteries is dedicated to Ashley because
14.
She straight worked out. Like, Ashley is no joke. And
don't second guess her neighbor because she gonna come for you too.
Because I was over there cutting up too. But it's so crazy when, whether you're a singer or you're a dancer, but when you can see the passion and the compassion for what you do or what they do, when you can see it on their face, you appreciate it even more. And it was just so crazy because there was just the age groups at the concert was crazy. There was 5-year-olds, 7-year-olds, 13s. It was Fletchers there. Fletchers every bit of 60 and 70 years old, like 40 years old. Like this lady, we were standing in the line, and this lady had to be every bit about 43. She walked to the front of the line, and I guess she thought she was gonna do something, but she had to wind up coming back and turning around. She cut her at least about 3 seconds of wildest dreams. And when I turned around, I had looked. I was just like,
she said she gonna let y'all know she a star.
I said, okay, she did that. I said she had wore us out real quick. I'm gonna let her have that little piece. But man, y'all, like the concert was stupid packed. Like at first, I kept looking up at the balcony, like, okay, where everybody at? But then I guess a lot of people didn't want to come. You know, for the opening act, but they really missed the treat.
Sure.
And the only thing that I can say is when Brandy walked out on that stage, she commanded the stage. She walked out as if, my name is Brandy Rayon Nord. I'm from Macomb, Mississippi. I was born February 11, 1979. I had 2 dogs. Their name was Brownie and Jumanji. And I'm here to let y'all know that I'm going to hit this stage, turn my mic up, and when I just say, why don't you return my calls, everybody need to be up on their feet.
Right now, you belong to me.
Right, and it's just like, because it all belongs to me.
Hey!
Hey! Yes, but it was mad crazy just to see everybody just vibing, and it was just, she just commanded that whole entire performance.
Confidence, just Frank Gatson.
Shout outs to you. And it was so funny because it was this one side at the balcony that was trying to be so cute, and you know they was up there, you know they was vibing to Brandy like this and sipping their juice. Brandy looked over there and she said, "Are y'all having a good time?" We on the floor screaming, going crazy. She looked at the balcony section and she said, "You know one thing, y'all better get y'all lazy asses up." When she said that, everybody went in. Brandy did not sing another note, another harmony. She didn't even burp on the mic until them folks got up out their seat. And it's just like, for anybody that knows Brandy would have never done that like back in the day. Brandy probably just would have went out and performed and been real cute and walked on backstage. But now her presence is just like, y'all gonna give me what I deserve.
She knows who she is and who she is.
Right.
And she's here to commend you.
What she should have said on that mic, I know BET did that dumb stuff and didn't nominate me for no BET award, but y'all better get y'all lazy asses up. Because I'm still upset about that, Brandy. If you see this video and you are listening, I have a video uploaded, Brandy not being nominated for the BET awards. I'm still trying to figure out how Rashida got nominated, but we're not going to go there because we on a video about Brandy.
Nashville.
Right. Right. But it was just an experience just to see Brandy,
Truly amazing.
just touch this. She touched this little young girl in the crowd, and I know that this little girl had to be every bit about 5 or 6. But what we don't realize, this concert will probably be a concert that this little girl will remember for ages. What Brandy was for us when we were 8 and 9, this little girl is getting a piece of Brandy at the age of 34 with a mature voice, with more confidence. And you can only imagine, I can only imagine what Brandy is going to be like 20 years from now.
She's still going to be relevant. She's still going to be making music. She's going to be beyond where she is now, because right now she's at the top of her game. Last night's performance alone shows that Brandy is ready to take over this music industry. Forget just R&B charts.
Exactly.
Brandy is ready to take over this music industry. What she needs from us is support.
We have to make sure we give that support. And I just want y'all really want to let y'all know, like, the 211 era, like, it's not over.
It's not.
Like, Brandy has things planned, and it's crazy. And it's just, I'm still to this point right now. I'm still sitting here like, I can't believe that, like, because I went to see her in Baltimore, but I'm still sitting here like, I can't believe that this lady is accepting flowers from people on stage. She's touching people's faces. She's connecting with people in a way that is crazy.
And if you consider it, I won't say any names, but if you go to see anybody else's show, you have to be sure that and guarantee that you have to pay at least $1,000 to get a VIP ticket just to stand in line to take a picture and to get moved along. But you have Brandy, who, while with her fans, takes time to hug and takes time to sign autographs and takes time to truly have conversation. Like, when I tell y'all, I was standing in the line on the way into the meet and greet. Shout out to Forever Tamara 2011. If I'm not saying it right, Tamara, I'm not sure. But that girl right there, that's my baby for life. We've never met. We don't have any prior connection beyond Twitter, but like on everything, I love that girl. And she needs to see this and she needs to know. because she made my dream come true.
I mean,
that's definitely what's up.
We love you like collard greens and corn.
Hey, man, I was standing in the line and at Forever Emilio, shout out to Emilio, dude standing behind me. He was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, please don't do this to me. I'm trying to hold my composure. I'm trying to be cool. You know, meeting Brandy, I don't want to spaz out. You know, chill out. That baby there, his love and his passion for Brandy is so real.
Unreal.
So and it's just, it was amazing and beautiful to see. Like, it's so great when you know that somebody that you love, respect, and admire so much, and somebody that you have so much love for is receiving that same thing from other people all around you. It was so much love in the building, and everything about the show was on point. Like, you couldn't get it for anything. Nobody in the audience, if there were anybody to write for a paper, a magazine, have done any reviews, if they had anything negative to say, I'm here to tell you off top. And this isn't being a Brandy fan. This is somebody who admires and respects entertainment. This is somebody who admires and respects good music. Anybody who had anything negative to say, hands down, a hater. That's all it can be, because everything about Nashville at the War Memorial Theater last night was on point.
From the song selections, like the whole show flowed. There was no flop anywhere. Man. You know, just even when she performed Do You Know, like, it was crazy just to hear people scream and just to know. It's crazy when you can connect with the lyrics that an artist sings, because I can only imagine what she was feeling like in the studio recording her album.
Right.
But I'm just putting it in my Toyota Camry and listening to it, and I'm getting this feeling like this lady like does not understand that she is singing the story of my life. Like, it was crazy.
I have never seen anything else like this. Like, you see people on TV and you've seen white girls falling out for Michael Jackson and you've seen people screaming and shouting for Beyonce, but like, when I tell you there was not a closed mouth in this auditorium, people like, man, we brought somebody with us who prior to the show was not a Brandy fan. We
Shout
have
out Chris Golden,
converted Brandy fan. Man, when I tell you, like, every single person, if not every song, if not every other song, at least one song, every single word. If she would have just put the mic in the middle of the audience, you would have heard a choir singing Brandy.
Come on, Mississippi man.
Deep. Like, it was that real. And it's just like all the way live.
It was. And it's crazy because our friend Christopher Golden, he had never been, that was his first concert. And I feel great because his first concert experience was a Brandy concert. That's, if y'all don't know, that's from Never Say Never going into Happy. Number 12 going into number 13. But she was singing Full Moon, and when she got to the second verse, she said, "Why is this the first time that I'm seeing you around?" She walked right over to my friend and grabbed his hand, and it's like she sung that verse particularly for him. And when I looked and seen his face, I promise he was like, he had to have just won a gift from The Price is Right. Like, they had made him win like a blender and a washing machine, and he had guessed that the grand total price was like $1,037. Like, he was just that excited. And one thing about Brandy stars that I can shout out, Brandy stars don't hate on one another. If you got your hand out and she skip your hand and touch somebody's hand behind you, that person in front is going to give you props like, I'm mad happy that she just touched your hand. Right. Now, I ain't going to lie, Brandy was touching the dude. She was real close to me on the stage. She was touching the dude's hand that was right beside me. And, like, she wasn't reaching for me, but I had rubbed on her wrist just a little bit. I had got me a little piece. I was like, But like but I did get my hand touched like twice, and like she was amazing. And so we had to go on the other side, on the right side of the stage after the concert for the meet and greet. So when I got over there, I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna get in line, not thinking that I'm the first one in line. Right. So I get nervous, and I'm just like, oh my God, I don't want to be at the front of the line to meet Brandy. Like, somebody need to go in front of me. Nobody wanted to step up, and I'm just like, man, are they really gonna do this? And so they was just like, okay, well, are you guys ready? We're gonna go in one by one, and then but they wound up changing it. And so shout out to Forever Vaughn. He gave me this poster right here to get autographed. And the girl was like, well, are you ready? So I walk and the door opens and Brandy's talking to Ryan. And she was just like, no, I'm not ready. And so when I looked up and seen her, she looked at me. And I said, I'm sorry, do you want me to go back out? She said, no, honey, I'm not talking to you. She said, no, baby, come on in. And so the girl, she says, what's your name? And I was like, Jarell, my name on Twitter is Forever Jarell. Brandy walked up to me and grabbed my wrist. And she said, she took her index finger. She said, Jarell, I know you. And I just stopped. I was just like, I thought I had Parkinson's disease. I just started shaking. She said, I know you. And I said, Brandy, I flew 16 hours from Arkansas to come and see you in Washington, D.C. And I was just like, I can't believe that I'm sitting here in front of you. And she was just like, oh, she said, baby, it's okay. And I said, Brandy, I'm sorry. Her face was like, she was like, what you sorry about? I said, I don't know. I'm just so nervous. That's the only thing that I can say right now. And she was just like, oh, she was like, I want to give you a hug. Brandy grabbed me towards her and put her arms around me. And she hugged me like I had just, like she was my mama. And I just came home from school and told her that I had got jumped by 6 people and my eye was on swole. And she had that much love and compassion for me. Brandy grabbed these dreadlocks that was nicely done by, shout out to Whitney Butler. Brandy grabbed my dreads and stroked them like I was an African poodle. And when I tell y'all, I literally was shaking. If Brandy would have said, Jarell, I want one of your dreadlocks right now, I would have snatched one of these locks from the scalp, blood and all, and gave it to her and would have made it a very nice wrist piece for her. Like, it was crazy. And I just told her, I said, could you please make me a promise? She said, yeah. I said, Brandy, please promise me that you will never, ever stop making music. I said, this music industry needs you. There is no one with the sound that you have. There's no one doing what you do. And I said, just the connection that you have with us stars and us fans alone, people don't get that. I said, I begged her. I said, please don't stop. And I said, the city and the state of Little Rock, Arkansas, I said, Brandy, we are waiting for you to come to Arkansas and give us a concert. She was just like, are you really serious? And I was just like, yes. And I gave a shout out to Jen, Niecy, and Jules. I said, I have worked alongside with Niecy, Jules, and Jen and different other stars on the promo team, on the radio team. I said, we have done so much. And I said, and my work for you will never stop. I said, I will support you until the day that I die. And she just looked at me and she was just like, man, I don't know what to say. I said, I still have receipts from 1999. Everybody that's from Memphis, Tennessee, y'all remember when we used to have a record store called Sam Goody. It used to be in the Mall of Memphis. I still have my receipt that had South Memphis. But I still have my receipt that has the actual date of the year 1999. I have so many Brandy article pieces that if I would have opened up my Brandy collagen portfolio, Brandy would have probably like died right there. And I said, please don't get me wrong. I said, I'm not a stan and I'm not a stalking and I don't want you to really? No, I'm just joking. I was like, I don't want you to think that. And she grabbed, it's something about this wrist right here. She grabbed this wrist again and she said, no, baby, I would never think that. And I was just really just sitting there like, Brandy keep touching me and I feel some type of way. And I was like, when you touch me from the Full Moon album, I was just like, please. And so I was just like, Forever Tamara couldn't be here. Brandy turned, she was signing my autograph at this time. And I said, Forever Tamara couldn't be here. Brandy turns around and whips this hair as if to say, what? And her eyes gets big. She said, what do you mean Tamara's not here? I said, something came up. I'm not really sure what it is. And I said, well, there was some things on Twitter that was being said, but I'm not really sure. And I said, but she couldn't be here. But she gave her pass to my friend, Chris. She said, well, where's your friend? I said, oh, he outside somewhere. She said, Lord, you done left your friend outside? I said, well, no, he's not outside. He's in the line. And she said, well, I want you to go get him. So they brings him in. He walks in the room. Brenda says, hi, Chris. He says, hi. I'm like,
y'all don't understand, like, just to know that I was in the same place as her, like, listening to her live perform. And, like, for me, even though I saw all these other people around me, even though I heard all these other people singing along, it was like, at that moment, it was like I was in my own experience. It was like the clouds had opened up and I was watching Touched by an Angel, and she told me, I'm an angel and God loves you. Like,
shout out to Della
Reese.
Hey. Shout out Della Reese, Touched by an Angel.
But you know, like, it was really that epic. And so to be in that line, anticipating like I'm about to be face to face, it happened so quickly. It was like as soon as they opened the door and I saw her, I was like, whoa, that's Brandy right there. Like, I can't talk to her like y'all try to have whole conversations and dialogue. I'm like, not to say, we all human, she's humble and I respect the fact that we're all people, but like on everything, to know how much I love her and to know how long it's been a dream, just a fantasy, like to really just think about like, could it ever possibly happen that I may just even have the chance to be in the same place as her? Furthermore, we have a conversation. Furthermore, she put her arm around me. Furthermore, she whispered in my ear and tell me that she loves me. Like, this lady hugged me and told me that she loved me. And like, y'all, it took everything for me not to fall back on the ground. Like, I'm so for real.
But see, if he would have fell back, they had a white sheet that was laying on the table. I was just going to take it and throw it over him and give him a communion cracker and a little piece of juice, and he would have revived back to life because he would have been like Lazarus and we would have brought him back. But it's just so crazy because Brandy was like, you're going to have to excuse the way I'm walking. She said, because I've been dancing in these heels and my feet hurt. Me being country like I am and from Memphis, Tennessee, I said, you didn't bring no flats? Like, just, like I'm talking to her like she my mama, somebody get your flats. You want. But it's just like the love that she just had for just us in that room, just the respect. Shout out to Ryan. Ryan was in the room. Ryan was so humble. He was so respectful. Ryan, I caught you checking out my shoes too. I got them from Aldo. They was $83. You was looking like you wanted. You was looking like you wanted to ask me where they was from. But you know what? You could have asked me because your fiance, she hugged me and she signed my autograph. So I was just like straight humble. And for people that have never, don't sell yourself short. If you think that you will never meet Brandy, Aretha Franklin, Wendy Williams, Lamb Chops, I don't care who it is. If you don't think you will ever meet someone or ever conquer or do anything in life, you are your worst victim. Don't sell yourself short. Like, impossible things are happening every day. I literally felt like Brandy felt in Double Platinum when she won the meet and greet to meet Olivia King, and she walked in the dressing room and Brandy said, "Oh my God, you're Olivia King." I felt like Brandy did in Double Platinum. And it's crazy. The only difference is me and Brandy didn't go out to eat afterwards because I was hungry. But we did go to TGI Fridays. Shout out to the guy that gave us those salty margaritas.
What out?
But
so I just looked at the clock. We had 22 minutes, and I'm telling you, we'll sit up here and talk about Brandy all night. Real quick, I just want to give y'all a special shout out. Forever Emilio. Hey, Emilio. At Chris Cockiness. At Forever Juwan. We're sorry. We heard about what happened. We know that you weren't able to make it back, but we also saw that Brandy tweeted you and said that she was going to make it up to you and whoever the other guy was. Like, shout out to y'all because
she's going to do it. Like,
I can't even understand what y'all are feeling. At Tanika_Mel.
Hey, Nika.
Man, Forever Bond, dude.
Y'all.
We appreciate you.
Bond, let me tell y'all something. Bond is about that life. Like, for y'all that be sleeping on, Bond is humble.
Right.
Bond is so sweet. Bond's voice is so soft and humble. Bond probably could make homemade ice cream just by talking. And that's just how soft and mellow his voice is. Like, it's crazy. And it's like...
Really beautiful spirit, though.
Very
really
beautiful
humble,
spirit.
Very beautiful guy. Like, this ain't no shade at all. Like,
At
what we
all.
right now.
And you know, you have
Dude
some people, when they work with celebrities, they kind of get this cockiness about themselves. And I didn't get that from him not one time. All the people that were in the meet and greet, especially for Emilio, like, he's from Memphis, I'm from Memphis, but when he texted me and said, "I see you, I'm down here," we hugged and took a picture like we had been knowing each other all our lives. And I just want to let everybody know that the Stars, we're just not a group that Brandy named us. Like, we are a family. Like,
shout out to Silent.
Shout out Silent. Get your life. Glory. But I mean, we are a family, and it's kind of like, it's crazy. And I just want people to just always remember, you guys, like Jen is about that life. Brandy Daly, Jen is about that life. Bun is about that life.
Kia
Chantel, like
Ellie.
Like, so all the stars are about their life. Like, I miss Jules on Twitter so much. I love my girl Nisa. Let me tell y'all something about Nisa, and I'm gonna cut this short. Nisa taught me that if you snatch clothes off of mannequins and JCPenney or other stores, that you get 10% off the items that's on the mannequin. Shout out to Nisa for giving me that. Racks.
Word. Let me tell y'all who we love though. Like, real And y'all would never know it, and people don't ever know. You know, you never know who you may cross paths with and who may truly secretly admire you or whatever. But we want to give both of us special shout out to Token and Kels.
Yes.
Like on everything, like we bow down to y'all because y'all are mad cool, y'all are mad funny, and y'all show mad love to Brandy. So if no other way but to close out our video, we want to give love to y'all. Yes. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Keek, wherever you at, look us up. At @forever_Jarell, the number 4, that's on Twitter. At @forever_beat on Instagram. On Keek, you can find them. It's all one word, the number 4ever Jarell. I'm at Xtopher, that's XTOPHER__ on Twitter and Instagram. Christopher Gerard on Keek. Look us up. Like, comment, subscribe, do what you gotta do. See, we love you.
Hold on.
Stay blessed.
See, he real shady. He gonna spell his name out.
I mean,
but people really don't know how to spell Jarell.
Y'all know Jarell.
It's the
like,
number
man,
4.
Let me tell y'all, we at the concert and people like, oh my gosh, are you Forever Jarell? I know you. You're Forever Jarell. Like every time we like take a few steps, that's Forever Jarell. Y'all know who this man is, but in case y'all don't know, the number 4 EVER _JAREL.
2 L's. Don't give me one because
that's on Twitter. Mm-hmm. Then on Instagram is the number 4 EVER _BEAT. Beat. Love y'all.